Movie Blab. That's right, guys. It's time for Movie Blab. Log on. Suit up. Relax. Chill. Get ready. It's going to be a really fun one. Oh, boy. We got Carly, Hayes, and Al, Fallick, and we got a lot of special surprises for you. Oh, it's going to be a good one. Right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Make sure you stay in your seat because it's coming so soon. Oh, we see you. We see you watching. And we'll be watching you in the comments. Get ready, guys. Talking animal movies. Right on.
We just enjoyed
and we're not talking, we're talking movies too. We're not talking about that Taco Bell dog. We're talking about Beverly Hills Chihuahuas. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Oh, yes.
All right, here we go. We're coming at you in 5. Count with me, guys. It's real funny when we try. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody, I'm Andrew Edison, and you're tuned in to Movie Blab.
The clock has started.
The clock has started.
Action! That's right, everybody. It's time for another episode of Movie Blab. Oh, it's going to be a crazy one. We're talking animals. That's right, with Al Fallick and Carly Hayes. So tune in. It's going to be a good one.
Welcome to this podcast. Spread the word.
What is up, everyone? How is it going? It's time for another episode of Movie Blab. My guests today are the incredible Carly Hayes. How are you, Carly?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. They're loving you already. We're going to be talking about talking animals today. Are you excited, Carly, to talk talking animals?
I'm really, really excited to talk about this. And I'm excited to hear everyone else's.
Yes, we don't know our picks. Oh, and she's gone. Sometimes it's hard, Al.
Oh, no.
Oh, she's back. Okay, we're all good. Go ahead, Al. This is Al Fallick. Al, how are you, bud?
Hello, you know what? I'm doing really well.
Great. Back to Carly. I'm sorry, you didn't get to answer the question.
What was the question? Am I excited?
Yeah.
What was the question?
Yes, I think that, yes. Are you excited, and are you a big fan of these types of movies? It seems to me like you are, but
I'm a really big fan. I think in my research and cultivating my list, I didn't realize how many I loved.
This may be the most researched episode ever, and as a result, the most intellectual. Al, back to you. You've said your name, but you haven't told us your game.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I went to school for acting, and one thing that we did in every single movement class was walk across the floor as animals. And it was just satisfying to see.
Oh, are you going to throw up? That would be a first for the show.
Yeah, work that went into these performances, and gosh, I'm so excited.
And I suggest everyone who's starting to lose it in quarantine, choose your favorite animal and act like them for a while. You know, get the whole family involved.
Walk across the floor.
Yes, be a talking animal. Lots of great ideas on the show, including that one. Wow. Okay, I think it's time that we get to it, guys. Both of you are very funny people. Both of you are comedians, performers, singers, songwriters. Not singer-songwriters, but singers. I'm suddenly hearing an echo. Is someone not wearing headphones? Is Al not wearing headphones?
I'm not wearing headphones.
Oh my gosh. Live streaming 101. Shame on you. Just kidding. Do you have any? Do you have any headphones?
I just don't have the dongle. I can't put it in my...
No.
Well, okay. That's fine. It's cutting your audio out to compensate for the fact that it can't for the speakers. It's all very complicated, but Carly, let's talk for a while.
Okay.
Who is your favorite, if you had to choose from all the talking animal movies, and these may or may not be on your list, who do you think is the best voice actor when it comes to talking animals? Because there's a lot of good ones out there. For me, it's Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
Oh, in Shrek?
Yeah, as the hamster. No, as the hamster in Dr. Dolittle. Oh, we're pulling some out that you didn't even think of. Oh,
Whoa,
man.
Dr. Dolittle.
That's right.
Wow, I think my favorite is. Oh, I almost don't want to say because it does give away my number one.
Okay, that's fine. We've stalled.
Should I keep it under wraps or should I list some other ones that I really liked? I really liked Liam Neeson as Aslan. I think he created like.
There you go. Oh.
A really like gravitas to a character that, I mean, it's fine. It's just like a lion, but I think he made him really special.
Yeah.
Who played? You said Eddie Murphy. Who played the guinea pig though?
Eddie Murphy, didn't he?
I thought Eddie Murphy was Dr.
Yeah, I thought he did all the voices of all the animals too.
Like Nutty Professor Style, he did everything.
I didn't know that. I haven't seen
We're
Dr.
already
Dolittle
learning some
in
crazy
forever.
trivia. Oh my gosh, that was a crazy trivia moment.
That's so cool. That was a crazy trivia moment. Do people just know that?
No, but we do a movie blab. That's right.
It's time for Movie Trivia Blab.
That's right, guys. If you're just tuning in, we're talking our top 5 talking animal movies, but we're not there yet. We're still getting to know Carly, and we're getting our headphones on. Al, how did that go? Did you get them to work?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Then, yeah, I found some headphones that'll work.
Are you lying? How did that happen? Okay.
What?
All right. Anyway, guys, what was the first? I want to know, Al. What was the first talking animal movie that you ever saw?
You know, that's a really good question, and I think that the first one that I remember seeing in theaters actually was Dr. Dolittle 2.
Okay, a great
Whoa.
one.
Yeah.
Too little.
Too little, you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're fans.
But the first one that I really remember being excited for to go see, that felt like it was marketed to me, I even remember the teaser trailer, was the live-action Scooby-Doo.
Ah.
If you remember, there was a teaser trailer.
Classic.
Yes.
Yeah, where they were, a camera was like going through this haunted house.
Yes.
And it's like next summer, like an icon comes back to the screen, and then it's a silhouette, and it looks like Batman because of the like pointy ears.
Yes.
But then Scooby turns around, and he's like, "Ruh-roh."
Ruh-roh.
Yeah. Yes, he says that like that. One loses their shit.
Amazing.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Carly, I know we were talking about Liam Neeson, but
amazing. Mm-hmm.
Do you have a memory of your first?
My first talking animal movie was Homeward Bound.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a classic. I love Homeward Bound.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
stop this thing.
I think it's a really good movie, and I think it holds up. I remember watching it at my grandma's house and thinking that it was just like so sweet and special, and like how I felt about my pets. I really love Homeward Bound. Yeah. Oh, I'm feeling mushy about this episode.
Oh, this has got to be a mushy one.
Yeah.
It's mushy.
Mushy.
Yeah, I love Homeward Bound.
Yeah.
There, I shouted them out here in the title card. You can't. They're right behind the text, but they're all there. The cat, the golden retriever, and the pit bull or whatever he is.
Shadow, Chance, and Sassy.
Oh wow!
10 points to Carly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God!
10 points, Carly.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Carly! You are the winner of this movie trivia lab. Oh my God!
Yes!
So quickly, you're already on the show, and you're already winning random movie blab bucks.
10 points.
You won 10 movie blab bucks. That's what you won. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I'll send them as
I
soon
didn't
as
know
all
you had
this.
currency.
I'll send them as soon as all this virus stuff is over. Okay.
Okay. Cash in my bucks.
It's coming, landlord. I promise it's coming.
I got 10 black bucks.
Anyway, guys.
Be like that.
Sobering.
Sobering commentaries.
Yeah.
Well, as everyone can see over here, before we get to our top 5 list, we have an incredible red carpet. And the
stars
crowd is
are
obviously
out.
going wild. The stars are out. We have our 2 red carpet commentators over here. Let's see what you guys have
Mr.
to
Marmaduke. Mr. Marmaduke, over here. Marmaduke, over here. Marmaduke.
Ted!
Mr. Marmaduke.
Ted looks like he's drinking already. Very classic to his persona and brand. And then, of course, we've also got the it looks like the Alvin and the Chipmunks are here. They just announced another installment of the show. You've heard it here first. Another Chipmunk movie will come out. Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. The squeak boot.
Yeah. The squeak boot. Yeah. This time the CGI will be different. There'll be different characters.
It's gonna be Taylor Swift.
It's like a gritty reboot.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then we've got, of course,
It's like A Star Is Born.
A Star Is Born, yeah. Speaking of A Star Is Born, look at the Beverly Hills Chihuahuas down there.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I never caught that one. Never got that one.
Neither did I.
And I know another great performance.
Vivid memories of the cardboard.
Of the what?
Wait.
There's a delay.
The
on
cardboard cutouts at the movie theater of Beverly Hills Chihuahuas.
it's
I
fun.
didn't see the movie, but I vividly remember the cutout.
Yeah, the branding,
And
the advertising was
promo.
strong on Beverly Hills Chihuahuas.
Yeah, that was another one with a really powerful
Yeah.
teaser trailer that was just
Yeah.
a bunch of chihuahuas singing on like a Mayan ruin.
Exactly.
Or
Exactly.
something. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Chihuahua. Dun, 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 dun. Chihuahua. That's what it was.
They can do anything in those movies.
Yeah.
Hey, Chihuahua. Anyway, there's obviously Babe is here, and Babe is the guest of honor at this award ceremony, being
Hello, Babe.
Yes, being awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award for not just one Babe movie, but many, right? At least how many- two. It's like Trump. He's like, we have many of these things.
Yeah. Like, what are they called? You know what they're called.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I won't riff on that one any longer. But anyway, that's the. Of course, Taylor Swift is one of the big ones. Holy shit, Taylor Swift is here.
Wow.
Yeah, an American hero. All right, guys, let's get to our top 10 list. What do you say? Or top 5, sorry.
Yeah.
Totally top 15, actually. For those of you just tuning in, this is Talking Animal Movies, our top 5, with Carly and Al and me, of course. And you're watching Movie Blab. Movie Blab. Let's get to it. Carly, it was funny that you said what you said about cardboard cutouts, because that'll be funny later in the show for you. I think it'll all make sense later in the show. I do, yeah. There's surprises. All right, let's get to it.
Wow.
The name of the game is Top 5, and the way it works is we go one by one and we reveal our top 5 in reverse order. And when we do reveal it, we hype it up. We hype it up with some tense music. We give some clues, some hints, some teases. What's the movie gonna be? What's it gonna be? I gotta keep watching. I gotta keep watching to find out. It's a top 10 list. It's a list on the internet. And then
Is it hot in here?
Can you turn that light down?
Yes. It's not Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It's top 5 talking animal movies. But it's similar. And then we've got, of course, for shorter or for right before, we've got a little drum roll when it's time to reveal, and then you reveal it, and then ta-da! I just taught this to my mom yesterday for a very special Mother's Day episode, and she got the hang of it. But I didn't give her this tutorial, so I hope that she enjoys it. Let's get to Carly. Ladies first. And
Okay.
I'm sorry. I have a quick question. Are we gonna do all of our 5s, then all of our 4s, then all of our 3s?
yes,
or-
yes. We're gonna
Okay,
do,
got it.
yes, and we're gonna go counterclockwise around from Carly to you to me.
Okay.
And also, thank you for that clarification. I also, before we get into this, even more teasing, I want to talk about the rules that we established for these picks, so that people can have a little context into our thought process when we made these picks, right? So, which of you would like to describe the rules to the audience here?
I'd be happy to.
Okay, Al,
go ahead.
what you got for us?
Carly, feel free to chime in at any moment.
Yes, exactly.
We
tell
had
us
a long
the rules of the
debate.
game.
We had a long debate between the 3 of us about what it means to be a talking animal movie. Early on, we decided that we had to disqualify animated movies because that opens up too wide of a swath of movies.
Yes.
It's almost its own list, you know?
Yes, I agree.
And you just don't get the dopamine rush from seeing an animal talking in an animated movie that you do in a live action movie.
Oh, it's so true.
Yeah. So
Truly.
Preach.
these movies, yeah, they might employ CGI, they might employ puppetry, they might employ real animals, or even some people in suits, but it's all live action. Right? Like there are other actors in it. It's real live sets. It's what we would classify a live action movie to be.
Yes, that was crucial because it's the sensation of a real animal talking in the real world, right? That's the magic warm special feelings you get when you watch a talking animal movie.
It's all about that dopamine rush.
Yes, Carly. Yeah, Carly. What were you gonna say in terms of the rules? I'm sorry.
Oh, I think Al said it beautifully. I just know we said there had to be at least one human in the movie. That was, and they don't have to understand the animal.
Right.
I think it would be cool to take a girl in a hot air balloon.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with
Me
that.
too.
Yeah. So
Like
romantic.
the end of.
I look for a girl, I don't know,
Paddington.
with nice eyes and a nice smile.
I'm sorry. That's Justin Bieber has somehow hacked into my my
Justin!
Twitter account and my
Justin!
microphone.
Oh, Justin.
He's
Just
everywhere.
Get out of here, man.
Did
You're
bring
acting like
me
a
my,
baby,
only
baby,
green
baby.
M&Ms? Did you bring me my only green M&Ms?
What's happening right now?
Yeah.
No.
Is he right behind
Does
us?
Justin have a top 5?
Rihanna.
His top 5 is
Rihanna.
Rihanna.
Oh.
Oh, baby.
And drugs.
Thank you guys, you guys are amazing.
All right.
Thank
That
you,
was
Justin.
great. Thank you, Justin Bieber.
He's uplifting.
The first of many cameos. He couldn't be here in person, but he's here on the telephone. So, anyway, back to what we were talking about, talking animal movies. Go ahead. I think it's time to get to it, right? Those are the rules.
Yeah.
I think we're on to this. All right, guys. It's time to get to the top number 5 talking animal movie pick from Carly.
Okay. The year is 1993.
Great
The
year.
month is July. Due to negative critical response and a poor audience turnout, the Walt Disney Company lost, what did I write? Nearly $16.5 million with the release of my top 5 movie. Roger Ebert gave the film 1 star out of a possible 4, writing that it was a confusing cauldron in which there's great activity but little progress and a lot of hysterical shrieking. And now we flash forward to every October since 1993. Wikipedia says that
Oh, I know what's
a
happening.
cult following,
A little more
even a
upbeat.
small but very passionate fan base follows a movie. I love the music. every October there's a spike in video sales, and because of like the Disney Channel and ABC Family, this movie has really charmed everyone and rekindled magic.
That's right.
The movie Hocus Pocus. The animal in question is Zachary Binks.
Wow.
Hocus Pocus is an amazing pick.
What
the
a
animals
great
are
choice.
cats,
Thank you.
correct? They're cats?
Thank you. Cat. Well, just one special cat.
Yes.
Binks.
Yes. And
When you
that's
think of
within the
Hocus
rules.
Pocus, oh yeah, definitely. He talks. He is a cat. He's a human transformed into a cat by the Sanderson sisters, who you usually think about when you think of the movie, but the movie actually begins and ends with Binks, his whole arc. It's completely about him. The movie starts because of his action and ends when his soul is released from his cat body back to his human body with his sister.
Oh.
The whole moral of the story, like all the sibling stuff, revolves around Binks.
It wouldn't have happened.
Because he
Binks.
sacrificed himself for his sister.
Oh, I remember
That's
Binks.
gorgeous.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is some great information. Oh, my gosh.
The guy who voiced him also voiced Max in a Goofy movie.
Oh.
Gorge.
Yeah,
There we go.
Sean
Oh, gosh.
Murray.
Yeah. No, that's Goofy. Max is the one who's like, Dad, come on, man.
Oh wait, sorry. Jason Marsden is Max. Is the character. Not Sean Murray plays the real life Binks, like the human Binks. I said the wrong actor name. But Jason Marsden is his voice.
Congratulations, Jason Marsden, for leaving that.
Congratulations, Jason Marsden.
Hocus
true
Pocus
cougar.
2 is coming to Disney Plus in the next few years, they've said.
Yeah.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I hope we
Why
get
not
another
right
talking
now?
animal out of it.
Oh, I bet we will.
Why won't they put it in there
I
right
hope
now?
so.
Why not
That's
now?
a good point. Let's
Do Hocus Pocus.
pick. Let's
now.
pick it. Let's pick it line. Let's pick it.
Yeah, let's get in a tree
get
and not
upset.
come out. Let's get in a tree and not come
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Did you guys like Hocus Pocus when it
I was
it's,
obsessed with it as a
It's
kid.
one of my favorite like holiday movies. Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Absolutely.
I was always more of a Nightmare Before Christmas boy. I had a Nightmare Before
Oh.
Christmas like tote bag in middle school and stuff.
Mhm.
But Hocus Pocus, love it. I mean, it's those three performances from the Central Witches are outstanding.
Yeah, and the filmmaking is great too.
Really?
And the
Is
script,
it-
Oh yeah.
Who directed it?
I have no idea.
Kenny Ortega.
Oh
okay.
wow, God, you got to be on every show.
The best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a great
High
pick,
School Musicals.
Carly.
Kenny Ortega. Thank
Yes.
you.
Slash
Anything else?
Newsies.
Anything else we want to say about Hocus Pocus, please? Sorry, not to interrupt.
I think.
There's
Oh
a
yes.
musical number, right?
There is a musical number.
I
Put a spell on you.
I
Bette
love
Midler.
that. Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I wasn't allowed to watch Hocus Pocus when it first
Oh my
came out.
gosh. Amish?
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to.
You were Amish?
Because of the Midwest. Yeah,
Oh.
I was Amish.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
No, I wasn't. Amish.
You weren't?
I was just like regular Midwest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
She's
I
Amish
do
now.
have a fun
but
fact.
She wasn't then.
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't that where the Amish are, Midwest?
I don't know. I think
don't
they're
know
kind
what
of all
it
over the place.
Yeah, of course. Anyway, go ahead.
I read online. I can't remember the source, but dozens of different cats with different skills were used to play Binks. Like
Oh.
some of them had different talents. Like some could jump, and some could sit really, really
Oh
still,
my
and some could
gosh.
like move a paw on command.
Oh my
And so they
God.
had just different skilled cats to play him,
Can you imagine?
along with auto animatronic cats.
Oh, of course, yeah. A lot of animatronics to discuss. We should be discussing animatronics in general. I wish someone would really
Oh,
bring
yeah.
it back, but it's so
I read
expensive.
the same way.
Yeah, it's like film. But I was gonna say, I could imagine all those cats sitting in the green room waiting for their chance, waiting for their shot. You know,
God.
waiting for their jump. Maybe
They're a
I'm
bunch of
alone in that.
divas.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. They want their moment, but they act like they don't want their moment because they're cats. Okay, guys.
meow.
Power.
I think that about sums it up for Hocus Pocus. For those of you just tuning in, of course, we are doing our top 5 talking animal movies. Oh my God, the animals are alive and they can talk, and real people are talking to them. Al Fallick, I am desperate to know your number 5 pick for your favorite animal movie.
I'm so excited to share this number 5 pick with you.
Oh my gosh.
It's something that's very close to my heart. It's another Walt Disney film. In the early 2000s, Michael Eisner was looking for ways to, let's say it, exploit intellectual property and synergize different parts of the company. And this led to a couple of interesting theme park movies. We all remember Pirates of the Caribbean and the franchise that ensued afterwards. There was also a 2000 film called Mission to Mars that was based off of an Epcot ride. And there was a direct-to-Disney Channel Tower of Terror with Steve Guttenberg. But...
Oh, yeah, the Goot.
Do we remember 2003's The Country Bears?
Jumping into Alfred Evans. Oh my God, The Country
That's
Bears.
right,
What a
baby.
great
Country
pick.
Bears.
Oh, everyone loves that movie, and it's definitely.
Whoa.
This is so
Everyone
nostalgic.
loves The Country Bears. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Here's the thing: when you watch that movie, which I did this weekend, it's the humor in it is silly. It's disarming. It's got the sense of humor of like an Even Stevens episode or something. You know,
Yeah.
it's this very comfort food '90s children's humor.
Yes.
Just a tiny bit of edge, but like not really. Like the brother being like, "Hey, you're adopted," and the dad being like, "Stop it," and like hitting him with a newspaper. You know, like domestic drama, like played for humor.
Oh.
Yes.
And at the same time, there are these fucking incredible bear suit animatronics.
Yes. The people are wearing animatronics, right? Or they're.
People are wearing these bear
Yeah.
suits.
It's crazy.
Meanwhile, they're puppeteering, like from the other side of the camera, the facial features. So we're seeing these very, like this amazing, what's the word I'm looking for? Where these very distinct emotions
Mm-hmm.
with all these different reactions that they're able to do. It's a Henson work of art.
It is.
These suits
Mm.
is from
oh my
the
God,
Henson.
I did not know that.
I didn't
Henson
realize that
creature.
either.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
And this is a beautiful
Wow.
line from Roger Ebert about the Country Bears as well. We simply have to accept that some of the characters in the movie are people and others are bears and get on with it. If Stuart Little's family can have a 2-inch mouse as a son, then why not musical bears? We must celebrate diversity.
I'm gonna pray to Roger Ebert and thank him for that review.
Wow.
It's gorgeous. The movie, infamously, it was the same summer as Pirates of the Caribbean, which like randomly became this huge hit and grossed over $300 million. And I'm pretty sure that Country Bears grossed like $16 million. Like, it was a gigantic failure.
We all know it, and people
Wow.
are talking animal movies, man. It's controversial. You either like them or you don't. You either have the whimsy
Yeah.
or you don't have the whimsy. That's what I say. Anyway.
And you know, the people who don't have them are really cutting themselves off. Of course, there's going to be
Yes.
trash that they miss, but
As
they're
Ebert-
cutting themselves off. Some
As
of the
Ebert
most
was
beautiful
pointing out,
movies.
Yeah.
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 Anyway, that's my number 5. That's Country Bears.
I think that's fucking
Wow.
fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
Al, you did a great number 5 pick, and I am very excited because it is my turn for my number 5 pick.
Oh, baby.
And
Here we go.
I think it's gonna be a good one. Maybe it should be higher, but I put it where it is, so I'm gonna leave it there. This movie, you probably maybe haven't seen this movie. If you have, you must frequent either YouTube or like a lot of You must look for movies on YouTube, or like you frequent a lot of like bargain bins when DVDs or deals online.
You come to this bin often?
It's a vision. it's a vision by a beloved American hero, and it stars Samuel L. Jackson in a voice. He narrates the film, as well as a lot of incredible voices. The film is Bob Saget's Farce of the Penguins.
Oh, damn.
Have you guys heard of this film?
I've heard of it.
No.
Yes. Never seen it.
It's Bob Saget's
I've never heard of this movie.
Farce of the Penguins. It's Bob Saget's little dub over with a lot of random just penguin footage that he acquired.
Oh my god. And it was right after March of the Penguins came out and like huge.
Yes, and so this is the idea that Bob Saget sat in his house and was like, I'm gonna make a feature film called Farce of the Penguins. I'm gonna get all my friends to do the voices and say dirty stuff, and I'm gonna get Samuel L. Jackson to narrate it. Imagine Bob Saget calling Samuel L. Jackson being like, hey, listen, Sam, like I got something incredible for you. It's a penguin movie, you know, like March of the Penguins. You know, Morgan Freeman did that one. Well, you're gonna do my fucked up one. And Sam's like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna do this fucking penguin movie. This sounds like the best motherfucking idea I've ever heard on this plane. Because he's on a plane. Yeah.
Wow. That is a great choice.
Thank you.
Farce of the Is it actually any
such
funny?
an interesting word for it.
It is so funny. I mean, it is funny because it exists, and that's a lot of talking animal movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
You know, and so there's something to like in all movies, I think, where animals talk.
That's beautiful. I couldn't agree more.
And it's really not a place to trust the critics, except in this case of the previous film. Roger Ebert said some true, really wise words that are still echoing for me right now. This is so spiritual, guys.
Oh, wow. Roger.
Anyway, that is my pick. When you get the talking animal movies in ya, and you know that the animals be talking, makes you feel connected to nature.
Is this a Happy Feet character? Yeah. You best start listening to talking animal movies. You're in one.
You see, your priest is like an Irish priest over there. Yeah, I'm more of an evangelical.
Ooh.
I'm
Like that.
more of an Amish.
You're more of a what?
Amish?
Oh yes, of
From
course,
before.
yes. Well, I knew it. I'm glad you got out of there.
Joke.
I'm glad you got out of there. I make a lot of weird jokes if you can't tell yet. But anyway,
I was with it.
you are with it. Thank you. Speaking of you, Carly, let's get to we're at number 4 now. Let's all recap our picks from number 5. What were they? Carly.
Hocus Pocus.
Country Bears.
And I, of course, picked Bob Saget's Farce of the Penguins. So let's get to our number 4 picks. Those were great number 5s. This is already beyond my wildest dreams, guys. Let's do it. Carly, what do you have for us for your number 4 pick?
Okay, you guys. When you think of a talking animal movie, you don't typically think of like the big summer blockbuster film, right? You kind of think of those smaller movies or like more
Family comedy.
Yeah, totally. Like fun for everyone.
Yeah.
You imagine an animal like sweetly talking to you, being an animal in its typical habitat, like a farm or like or even like a big city. Like they have a job, they're adapting human behavior.
Maybe it'll get crude for a second if they fart or something, but otherwise.
What is this movie?
Rise of the Planet of the Apes, 2011.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Great pick.
Yeah.
Great pick. Wow.
That's the Franco?
Oh, with Franco. Oh yeah.
And of
Andy
course, Andy.
Serkis plays Caesar.
Yes.
It was mocap. Roger Ebert, our god.
Gosh.
Said,
Wow. We gotta pray to him.
Yeah, we gotta. He gave the film 3 out of 4 stars, and praised the role of Caesar, Andy Serkis, saying that it was wonderfully executed character and no one knows exactly where the human ends and the effect begins. But Serkis and/or Caesar gives the best performance in the movie.
Oh my gosh.
After this movie came out, people thought that there should be a new Academy Award category for actors using mocap for animated, or not animated, for CGI roles.
Yes, it was breaking. It broke new ground.
I think this is a really important talking animal movie because he doesn't, when he does like actually speak, it is so like the moment is so, it like knocks the wind out of you. Yeah. It is so exciting and thrilling and scary, and it makes you question a lot. But not only does he speak like verbally, but he also uses ASL, which I think is like a really cool way to use communication through throughout like the whole movie.
Yeah. Keep repeating the title of the movie, guys, because because we're having some tech issues. I'm not going to show I'm not going to be like showing the Chrome.
Okay.
So just try to keep saying it when you say movie. Just try to remember to say it. It's okay.
Sure,
not every time, but try to sprinkle it in there. Anyway, you're saying great stuff about a movie that really, I did have that feeling of like, wow, this is a groundbreaking movie when you watch it, and that's such a cool feeling to have. It doesn't matter even like Avatar. I didn't even think that movie was very good, but that feeling alone made it great.
Yeah.
This one is super, one of the best Planet of the Apes movies in my opinion.
Absolutely, and I agree with you, Carly.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
The moment where he finally says that first no, like I still remember how I felt when I saw it for the first time.
Right.
You know,
I watched it today and I like audibly went when he when he said it, and I'd seen it before.
It's also hilarious that he says it at Tom Felton, and this is the only other movie that Tom Felton has been in besides the Harry Potter movie.
He clobbers him immediately. It's like, no! And then boom, Tom Felton is out.
That.
It's
something
it's a
Harry
really good movie.
Not have the balls to do.
Yeah, Harry Potter wishes.
Yeah.
There's some talking animals in Harry Potter, though. It could have counted. I didn't even think about that.
I think so.
Why?
Do they talk?
There's definitely a talking animal. The snake. There's other ones too, right?
Oh yeah, Genie.
He's just pulling out all the magic stops and that. But yeah, you guys are right.
Yeah, that's a good one. Anyway.
Yeah, that's my number 4, Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Great choice.
Fantastic. Yeah. A great series in general. I wonder how many there are in the franchise now. I want to try to binge them all. I think I get sick of it.
Whoa, in order.
I love talking monkeys the most, besides talking dogs.
Great.
Anyway, that's a different type of list.
I don't want to say which I like, yeah.
Perfect pick, Carly. For those of you just tuning in, we're talking about our top 5 favorite talking animal movies. We are at our number 4 picks. Carly just chose Planet of the Apes. Rise of the Planet of the Apes? Which one?
Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, cool. I have to, that's obviously, I should have known that was the best one. Okay, Al Fallick, what do you have as your number 4 pick, buddy?
Hi, I am so excited to be saying my number 4 now. This movie, interesting, Carly, that I've also decided in this slot to place a sci-fi drama film. My film, yes. However, this film, directed by Alex Garland and released in 2017, I believe, only has one scene with a talking animal, but it's one of the scariest scenes of a talking animal that I have ever seen. It is extremely disturbing. The film is Annihilation.
Hold on. Is
Annihilation.
Oh, wow. Controversial pick.
Oh.
That's fitting the rules.
It's a controversial pick, and I understand if people would say that it doesn't work as a talking animal movie.
Who
However,
would say that? That's not very nice to say.
however, I would say that's not nice. And I would also say to them, I would say it is one of the most integral scenes of the film where as they're getting closer and closer to the quote-unquote shimmer, and one of their friends has passed away, and then there's this bear creature that lumbers in to this room that they're in, and it's screaming with the voice of their dead friend.
Ouch.
And yeah, and
that's
so
grief, man. That's fucking grief.
It's horrifying, and it is an extremely memorable bit of horror imagery using a talking animal.
Interstellar.
Wow.
So, to me, it felt like it would be a good thing to have on this list, right at 4.
Wow, I've never seen Annihilation.
Annihilation. Sorry, shit. Annihilation.
It's so good. It's so good. Annihilation is. Did you see Ex Machina?
Yeah.
I loved Ex Machina. I was about to bring it up.
Yeah, so it's the same writer director.
Oh.
And Alex Garland, and it explores ideas about identity and self, and there's these aliens, or this one alien that remains rather mysterious. It's just like this existentially horrifying force that's coming for us all. You know.
Wow.
It's
fun for the whole family.
It's a dark pick. But it felt like we needed at least. Talking animals aren't just family movies. You know, this is a trope that's been around as long as literature has been around, and it has seen many, many different forms. And I wanted to represent that on this list.
Fantastic. Golf clap for that.
Wow.
Annihilation, everyone. Doom
Brava.
and terror.
Doom and
Terrible
terror.
bear of your dead friend. Fantastic.
Indeed.
That's a fantastic pick. We're at our number 4. I'm gonna give now a little hype for our my number 4 pick. God, I'm excited about this one.
Oh, baby.
It is a great film that I actually watched by myself when my plane was delayed in Salt Lake City. One of my favorite movie memories in terms of watching a movie by myself. Sometimes, you know, I'm a little bipolar. Let's just call it bipolar because that's what it is. And so sometimes I don't like to get bummed out. And so going to the movies by myself is not always a great time. And I don't do it enough. I wish I could just get over that. I'm just like, I'm going to get sad sitting at the movie by myself. But I don't. I had an amazing time at this film. I watched 2 movies. I can't remember the one I think I watched like a kung fu film, and then I watched this movie, which I think is fantastic, based on the popular television show SpongeBob Sponge Out of Water. That's right, guys. Sandy's a chipmunk.
My God.
That's right, y'all. And crustaceans aren't animals, but it's wildlife.
And there's live action.
Yep. Exactly.
Wow.
It is the Avengers of SpongeBob movies, and it is so good. I know.
It is
guys.
such a good movie.
Yes.
Oh, man.
And it was so fun to watch by myself, and because it was just so good, and I was laughing, and you know, it was fantastic.
Yeah. Wow. You know, I think
What
that
year
is.
did that come out?
Oh shit.
It was like 2015
I think it was 2014,
16.
15. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it did really well with kids. I mean, I think it was really well reviewed. I've been wanting to buy it on iTunes, but it's $20 every time.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I hate that.
Oh, that's too much.
You know, something about that movie that's very interesting is that it is one of many talking animal movies, and we'll talk about this, where the second one is arguably better than the first.
Yes, that's totally true. And
It's such a trend in talking animal movies.
I know. I'm actually finding that to be true of another topic, another category of movies that we did recently. Movies about Isolation. I think with Kendall Powell,
Interesting.
Oh, whoa.
or there was some weird I don't know. I think Human Centipede 2 is better than Human Centipede 1. It's just my opinion. Anyway, anything else you wanted to say about your pick? Oh, my pick. Sorry, Sponge Out of Water.
Yeah.
Where are we at? Okay.
I just want to say, I want to say that SpongeBob is one of those few properties that just keeps on giving. Like, it has been genuinely good for 20 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Simpsons can't say that. Even though the
it's only
highs
getting better
of
this
Simpsons,
year.
That's good to hear. But even the highs of Simpsons are better than the highs of SpongeBob, right? But the consistency, and I will say, SpongeBob the musical, low key, was my favorite musical of that season. It is so good. If you haven't listened to the soundtrack, please do.
It's really, really charming.
Yeah.
I wish I could have seen it. I regret deeply that I didn't get to see it.
There is a recording on, I believe it's on Amazon Prime. Like, it aired on Nickelodeon, like the Shrek the musical recording or the stuff like that.
Oh, talking to friends about how I was going on this, and they were asking if like recorded performances like Shrek the musical like on Netflix would count because it's.
I mean, it
it's
counts
got
if
like
you want to
someone
be
in
annoying.
an animal costume. It's like,
which I encourage.
Shrek the musical in top 5 anything, but okay.
That's why. That's the nice thing about the top 5. It does make you pick your trolls. You know.
Yeah.
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 Oh, I shouldn't have said that word. Oh. Anyway, Carly, what was your pick for?
For 3.
For 3, we're at 3 now.
We're reiterating it.
No.
My 4 was Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Yes.
And
then, I'm sorry, I think it's
I'm
time,
about to
right?
reveal.
I think it's time to hype it. Yeah.
I think so.
Sorry,
yeah.
I didn't do a good transition that time, so you got confused. But let's give it some hype.
Woo! Okay. So this is my nostalgia pick on my list. I tried really hard to look at everything with a loving yet critical eye with these movies, but this one I really grew up with, like the source material, and I thought that the movie was just like, I think it elevated the book.
Yes.
And the movie that I'm talking about is The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
I know. Is
The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Woo! That's a good one and a great book.
So,
Savior,
I love
he
it.
can move the mountains.
Yes.
Man is mighty to save.
Okay, so the thing about why I chose this movie, it's not just Aslan. The cool thing about Narnia is that there's like a whole society, like animals just talk, like they just can. They have that gift. So it's like a society of animals who like band with Aslan against the White Witch.
Yeah.
We see the first shot of the White Witch. She has multiple reindeer pulling her sleigh, and they don't talk. And I think that's like important imagery of how she's like using animals and not like letting them speak, but Aslan does.
Like a good alien movie, right? Like, talking animals need their own rules, you know?
Yeah. The voice cast for the animals is also amazing. I talked about it earlier, but Liam Neeson plays Aslan, and I think it's a really, really great performance. He is both like familiar, but like not distracting, and like kind and gentle, but like also like invokes like a lot of like fear and power.
Wow.
Rupert Everett plays just like a random fox, and there's I
love it.
They have a producer play a talking horse. I know. And then there's also the beavers.
The beavers, I love it. I love beavers.
And there's the head of the secret police, Morgrim the Wolf, who is played by Michael Madsen.
Michael Madsen.
he was. Yeah.
Who's your favorite talking animal in that movie?
Probably Aslan, but I have a really soft spot for the beavers because they prepare food, and I remember watching that movie being like, "It's really good." I thought the beaver food looked good. I love the Chronicles of Narnia, and I think the movie holds up. I watched it the other day. I think the CGI holds up. I think Aslan looks amazing. I think he looks better than the live-action Lion King.
Oh, yeah?
And it came out in 2005.
I didn't love the live. It didn't really give me the sensation of watching the animals. It's crazy how CGI from a long time ago, it's all about the artists, right? And, like, the techniques and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
What?
And that's my third pick.
The Beeble.
Wow, that's a
Did you
really
guys like that
great
movie?
focus.
Yeah, I love it.
I have to be honest. When it came out, I was not the biggest fan of it. I was like, "This is good," but it's not reaching. It's not giving me the Lord of the Rings hit.
Sure.
You know.
I have to be honest.
You know,
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I have to be honest. I've only read the book. I haven't seen the full movie. I did watch half of it on a plane.
Oh. I recommend it. I think it is a really good book to movie translation.
Yeah, I mean,
I think they added a lot of really great stuff.
If I'm on a plane and there's a talking animal movie available, you bet your ass I'm gonna watch that talking animal movie. Yeehaw, baby!
I do think a lot about the second one, Prince Caspian. I saw it with some friends, and our favorite part of the movie was at the end when all of the animals are rallying before the war, and they're all saying "for Aslan," and then it gets to this one big bear, and he goes, "For Aslan!"
The best one. The best drop. That's a great pick. Oh, go ahead.
Quote.
Yes.
He gave the movie 3 out of 4 stars. And then he gave it 2 thumbs up. Is what he said.
That's a lot for.
He said he gives it 2 thumbs up. Yeah.
That's a lot for a talking animal.
I thought it was
movie.
cute.
Yeah, that's adorable.
Roger.
That's great.
We love you and miss you, Roger.
Miss you, Roger.
I think we should find out now. Well, we should actually tell people we are counting down our top 5 talking animal movies. That's right, and I'm here with Carly and Al. God, we love animals when they talk and stuff. It's so great. So here we are. We're back, and we are at our number 3 picks. Al Fallick is up. Carly just chose The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, right?
Yes.
And then, and now we're gonna find out Al's pick after a little bit of hype. Al, what is your number 3? God, we're getting down to the end of the list. We're halfway through the list already. These movies must be super important. Do you want to do you want to be a little bit more philosophical about this, or?
The year is 1997. Feel free to put on some music if you like. The year is 1997. It is the beginning of a new age of special effects and the new age of the action comedy. And there's a young star who's coming into his own, and all of these stars have aligned in order to give this young actor his perfect vehicle, and one of those things is a perfect foil. So these 2 actors star together in this sci-fi comedy, which Roger Ebert says, a lot of big budget special effects films are a hair this side of parody and don't know it. This movie knows it and glories in it. Folks, it's Men in Black.
A crowd pleaser. Here come the Men in Black. One that you remember. Here come the Men in Black. Galaxy Defenders. That's right, I can't play it.
That's right, folks. Because here's what's so great about the inclusion of Frank the Pug in this movie is that the movie is not a sci-fi movie for the first 15 minutes, right? But then Will Smith gets let into this world, and we get to see all of these amazing sights, one of which is Frank the Pug. So the whole movie, that whole role is built around hey, you know that dopamine hit that you get when you see talking animals? Because we're just gonna fucking add it in there because that shit rules.
Yeah, I love an afterthought talking animal out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I think that's it's a different category, and usually it turns out a little bit critically to be a little bit better received.
Black too.
Is he talks in all of them,
Where
right?
Frank has a bigger role.
Oh, he does? Good.
He does have a bigger role, but the movie is worse, but those are not correlates.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh.
They're not related. It's a bad movie because of other reasons.
I see.
Frank is his best with the material.
I see.
Right.
Okay. That's good. Anything else that we want to say about your pick? Your number three pick, Al.
That pug is real cute.
Men in Black.
There's also those little like cricket aliens. I love those guys.
Oh, they count too.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
right.
And if we count the cockroach alien, then him too.
I think you're totally right. That's crazy.
Wow.
Cool.
We learned so much about talking animal movies, like who's behind the magic, you know?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What? Uh-oh.
What's that?
What's happening?
Oh, no.
This is a closed feed, right?
Oh, no, dude. I forgot to close it.
No.
I forgot to close it.
Guys?
Right?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
Wait a minute.
Oh, no, guys.
Take cover.
Oh,
Take
no.
cover right now.
It's the movie BLAB troll. Oh, God.
No.
No!
He's hacking my iPad. The movie BLAB troll, he's striking again.
No,
Al, you know he's after you, don't you?
Oh, he hates me.
He hates you, Al.
So
How do we stop him?
He hates you?
Oh, yeah, he really hates Al the most out of anyone.
He hates me
Al,
so
just
much.
be kind.
Oh, my God, he's
I'm
coming.
gonna be kind at him.
I can hear him coming.
I'm gonna be kind because that's what talking animals do.
Yeah, just be kind.
I'm glad I have so much warning. This is giving me a lot of time.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Dude.
He's on my iPad.
No!
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, he's here. Ah,
God.
Oh my God, oh no, this is terrifying.
Oh.
he's hacking
It
into
is
my
really
main feed, guys.
Why
What do I
is this
do?
so actually scary?
What do I do? Oh, no. Get away.
Oh,
Get off my
He's
computer.
really
There's
frightening.
gotta-
Just
Siri,
close out.
shut down the
Close
computer. Siri, stop.
Do you need your computer?
Shut up. I don't know about talking animal movies. Who is this Owl guy? He totally forgot about the best one. Peter Rabbit.
No, Peter Rabbit isn't good, dude.
No!
Wait, he's playing it again.
Shut up. Al doesn't know about talking animal movies. Who is this Owl guy? He totally forgot about the best one. Peter Rabbit.
Oh,
Dude, the troll.
oh my God. Oh,
He's
no.
So mean.
He's so mean, dude.
That was terrifying. I can't believe he got in on my
So
iPad.
Scary, dude.
Oh, I'm glad he's gone.
God.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that was a little difficult, but at least it happened.
At least it happened.
Well, guys, we have 2 movies left. Isn't that correct?
That's right. What's your number 3, though?
Oh shit! Except for my number 3.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
The troll had to attack when it was your turn, obviously. Did you get to see what the troll said?
Peter Rabbit.
Peter Rabbit. Forgot.
Peter Rabbit.
Yeah.
Bad news.
Okay. My pick for my number 3, guys, is a recent film. A film that took the world by storm. A film that changed the landscape, not just for talking animal movies, but potentially for musicals in general. This is a great movie that I've been a fan of before it even came out. My pick is...
And we all
say Cats! Oh, well, never was there ever a talking animal movie so clever.
Top Hooper's Cats.
Magical cat.
If you don't know me personally,
Wow.
if you haven't seen, I haven't spoken about it in a couple weeks, guys. But Cats is a favorite of mine. I thought it turned out great. I saw it with Al, pre-patch.
I saw it with Al.
Oh, you went and saw it for a second time?
Yeah, I did.
The second time.
Wow, he endured that again for you.
So, oh, it was pretty magical.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it speaks for itself. A lot of people don't like it, just like a lot of people don't like Farce of the Penguins. Or,
Man, these people don't understand though, honestly. Cats was the best time I had in a movie theater last year, bar fucking.
Oh, of course. I mean, hands down.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too, without a doubt.
A trippy, terrible sexual experience. Fantastic. It's both nightmare and dream.
Talk about it's a cult classic for real. Like, we witnessed it getting cult status in real. It's like Rocky. I mean, the showings. I feel like they're gonna show it a lot more.
Yeah.
Like how hard people went for it. But
so true.
Yeah, I totally agree. Well, I think that says enough about Cats. I'm excited to dive into our 1 and 2 picks. We're going to come right back after a break that'll refresh ourselves and refresh the internet and drain our bladders. Guys, this is Movie Blab. We are just gushing with love for these talking animal movies. And we have our last 1 and 2 picks to reveal. I'm with Al and Carly. We're having an amazing time, and it's just been a whimsical, fantastical discussion. And we're going to be back with more, right, guys?
Oh, we've got some heavy hitters on your way.
Oh, yeah, it's going to get crazy. So tune in, stay tuned, and don't go anywhere. We're going to be back in as long as it takes to pee. So you go pee, we'll go pee, we'll all pee at the same time, and we'll be right back with more Movie Blab. Check out our patreon.com, that's right, /movieblab. It's really great because we have a lot of subscriptions, so we need your help. That's right, we're not big enough for sponsors. These are humble beginnings, but you can help us right now by supporting us on Patreon for just $1, maybe $2, maybe even $3. That would be great. $3, there it is. If you don't have a $3 bill, it's mainly a credit card transaction or a debit card. I know that these are difficult times, so make sure that you can afford it, and make sure that you donate to larger amounts of money to other causes. But if you do feel like throwing us $1, $2, $3, we will shout you out on the show. You'll get a personal thank you note from me, and anything else you demand. So get on there, guys, and check it out, and we'll be right back with more Movie Blab.
Amazing list so far, Carly.
Same, Al. Wow. I can't wait to.
That's right, guys. We're coming back at you in just a second with more Movie Blab. We're counting down our top 5 favorite talking animal movies. Hoo-hoo, stay tuned. Hoo-hoo, toodaloo. We're coming back at you guys.
That's a very good point.
That's how I refresh your Wi-Fi.
Oh, nice.
Scare you, wake you
Should
up,
I?
you know. I feel like I'm being sluggish. I gotta wake it up, guys. It's me. It's me. It's my fault. It is. Here we go. I just chugged some tea. I'm ready for this. Oh my
baby.
God. The adrenaline alone of talking about talking animal movies.
I know.
That's right, guys. Our top 5 talking animal
Tell
movies.
me.
We got a little dog there, and her name
Yeah,
is
we do.
Carly. We got a little cat over there, and his name is Al.
Meow,
And you got me, the one human protagonist, hanging out talking animal movies. You gotta have a human protagonist or a human character in order for it to be considered a talking animal movie in this top 5. Lots of rules, guys. We're coming back at ya in literally like 20 seconds, probably. Maybe more, maybe less, maybe right now. And we're back. Hey, guys. How's it going? Did you have a good break?
Hey.
Did you refresh your minds, your internet connections? I think we did. Everyone's syncing up, looking great.
Yeah.
We are here on Movie Blab talking our top 5s, as we love to. This time it's talking animals. And we are about to reveal our number 2 picks, starting with the lovely Carly. Carly, are you ready to reveal after some hype?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll hype it up.
Give us a little
bit.
hype. Here we go. What
Okay.
you got? Oh, I'm sorry. That's wrong. Go ahead.
The year is 1939.
Oh.
In a film that is regarded as
Oh my god.
one of, if not the greatest films of all time.
Oh my god.
Nominated for 6 Academy Awards, losing to Gone with the Wind. The movie in question, The Wizard of Oz. Oh wait, drum roll. I'm sorry, I keep going.
I love
back
it.
to the drum roll.
And
The
it's
Wizard-
what?
The Wizard of... Ever heard of it?
Oh, baby.
Oh yeah.
The Wizard of Oz, guys.
Wow.
The Cowardly Lion. In a movie featuring real animals.
Yep. Lots
He
of
is
things.
the only human playing an animal in an animal suit, and you don't even question it for a
Do you know
second.
why? Do you know why you don't question it? Oh, keep going, but I'll tell you why you don't question it, actually. It's because he's wearing real lion fur.
I know! I was gonna get to that. It was unbearably hot.
Yes.
He's wearing real lion fur.
There were so many
so
fucked up things that happened on that set.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
But one of the not fucked up things was Bert Lahr's performance as the lion.
Yep.
He apparently improvised a lot.
You can tell.
And they had to often stop. Yeah, they had to stop filming because he was making the other actors laugh so much on set.
That's so cute.
I know. The Cowardly Lion is the only character in the movie more than Dorothy. Like he has 2 songs.
Right.
If I Were King of the Forest. I think he's a really great, really special character. Because he's like in the whole thing. And it's totally iconic. Like his voice is like, you don't even need performance to know who it is. Yeah. Maybe he's my favorite voice performance.
There you go. Okay.
That's a great.
Yeah.
That's a great choice.
Yeah.
Wow.
So funny. He's like the first funny character I remember.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, Carly, I believe we've talked about this, but I have a special connection with the character of the Cowardly Lion.
Is that
Not only was it nominated for 6 Academy Awards, it also was nominated for a couple of Tommy Tune Awards.
Oh, wow.
And I won Tommy Tune Awards as the Cowardly Lion my sophomore year of high school. Courage.
Yeah. Oh, that's so great.
And Carly, Andrew, you might not know this, but Carly, you know?
I played Dorothy my senior year of high school.
Oh my God.
Almost in college. So you're talking with people who really get the material.
People who understand how formative and how the tragedy of the character of the Cowardly Lion, you know? The beauty of him.
I
We
find
are
him
definitely
so
authorities
uplifting.
on this topic. And I'm glad you guys got cast in your high school plays. I'm sure that did a lot for your
Thanks.
your
It felt really
confidence.
good.
Yeah, it felt good.
I have a Roger Ebert.
Oh, wow.
Roger Ebert chose it as one of his great films, writing that The Wizard of Oz has a wonderful surface of comedy and music, special effects, and excitement, but we still watch it 6 decades later because its underlying story penetrates straight to the deepest insecurities of childhood, stirs them, and then reassures them.
Oh my, that's beautiful.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
That had different meaning.
Mm.
They sounded angrier. Anyway, it's good to know we have an audience, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like Bill Maher over here during coronavirus, you know, just piping in my shitty laughter. I should cut to people. I think they'd love that. Oh, maybe not. Anyway, let's get. I think that's a great. I think that. I mean, The Wizard of Oz is an incredible movie. It made my childhood. I mean, it was. I don't know what my childhood would have been like without it. I think it would have been like Trolls World Tour, at home with the parents.
Don't say troll.
Oh my God.
Don't
Oh no.
say it.
Oh no.
God.
Well.
I gotta protect my friend.
Yeah. You're right. I won't let him come on again. I set my VPN. Don't worry. He doesn't.
I feel like that was a very Dorothy / Lion.
Yes.
Dynamic right there. Don't say troll, mister. I think you're just a mean troll.
I confront him.
Yeah. Oh, leave me alone, troll. I think you're just scared and show your face.
I started...
Just a mean old troll.
Yeah. He doxed me.
Yeah, I got doxed so hard.
Oh, come on, Al.
Yeah.
Please, an excellent hacker.
Yeah.
So, any other story? I don't think I was in The Wizard of Oz, but I was in, a lot of musicals in my high school.
What was your favorite one? Did you go to high school together?
No, but we were colleagues.
Oh,
We
I
were
see.
colleagues.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I see.
we went to nearby high schools.
We were both at the top of our scenes.
That's true. We were known for being the absolute pinnacle in high school talent.
It's a
Sure,
message. It's
best
a
of the
message for
best.
them all. It's a message for them all, really. Look at look at me now.
Whoa.
All right. Okay. So I'm ready to move on to my number 2 if you are.
Yes. Feed me awkward pauses. Go
Okay.
ahead. I'm ready.
The year 1986.
Oh, wait,
I love that we
yes.
keep saying
Oh.
the
Yes.
year.
I know. My favorite.
Yeah. The George Lucas is coming off of the very successful Star Wars trilogy. And I think he's ready for a short break, but his production company, Lucasfilm, is looking for their next franchise. So they go to a comics company called Marvel Comics, and they look through all of their library, and they think which one of these might make a great movie franchise. So for the first ever live-action, big-budget adaptation of a Marvel film,
I
know.
number 2 choice is, if we could go to the full screen, Andrew, actually. No. Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at him.
Look at him. So good.
Wow.
Oh, he looks great.
Oh, God, he looks gorgeous, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, okay, don't get me wrong. This is a very bad movie, but just like Cats, it is one of the movies that I have had the most pleasure in my entire life watching this movie. I've enjoyed this movie. I've maybe watched it 15 times with different friends, like showing it to them.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I want to watch it with you.
So many times.
It is so good. I found it in college with my friend Alex, and we watched it so many times and showed it to everyone. And it's just every single moment. It's one of those movies where every moment they make the weirdest fucking choice. Like there's this one part. Okay, so he lives on this planet of all ducks, and he gets like pulled by some sort of galactic ray to like it pulls him to Earth, and he's sitting in his chair enjoying like a beer, like just in his like lazy boy.
Yeah.
And then as he's being pulled through, like sitting in his chair, he gets pulled through his apartment building, and it's like a couple in bed. It's like a person working out.
I've seen this part.
One is just like this boozy housewife duck with her duck tits out, sitting in a bath drinking a
Duck
martini.
titties out. Got those duck tits out.
Yeah.
Duck
yeah.
titties.
Yeah, so they make that choice. Someone built that fucking duck.
Wow.
Also,
Lovingly.
at one point, Leah Thompson goes through his wallet, being like, "Who is this little duck man that I think is so cute?" And like looks at his driver's license and looks at his credit card, and then goes into the money pouch and pulls out a tiny unwrapped condom.
No.
Like as if he would use it, but it's out of the wrapper.
Oh,
and it's
God.
this big, and she rolls her eyes and goes, "Howard."
Classic.
It's so
Howard.
yeah. It's right. It's like, you know, Ghostbusters special effects, where it's like they drew in electricity.
Yes.
And it's that special.
Yeah.
So it's so good. And also, lastly, the animatronic of the duck is genuinely impressive.
Yes,
and
it
the
is. You
voice
can see it
of
there. It looks great.
Yeah. The voice of it is Chip Zien, who is best known as the original baker in Into the Woods on Broadway.
Oh my God. That is crazy.
What a voice, too.
What a voice.
I didn't know it. Oh.
Yeah. So that's Howard the Duck, baby.
All right, that's Howard the Duck. Al's number 2 pick.
2.
That's right, and it's now time for my number 2 pick. And for those of you just joining us, we're counting down our top 5 favorite talking animal movies. I am almost expecting my dog, who's sitting at my feet, to start talking to me at this point. That's how trippy and wonderful this has been. It's time for my pick, guys. This is my number 2. My number 2 film is not a film that I think enough people have seen. But it uses talking animals in an incredible way and is in many ways a fucked up homage to talking animals. That movie is a film starring Ryan Reynolds. No, not Ryan Reynolds. Who's the guy? Yeah, who's the guy who plays Deadpool?
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. Starring Ryan Reynolds. who is he plays a serial killer, and the name of the movie is The Voices. Have you heard of The Voices?
I have heard of it. I have not seen it.
So this is a hilarious film.
I haven't heard of it.
It's been on my top 5s before for when we did top 5 serial killer movies with Rachel Evans and Lush, and but this is a hilarious, dark as fuck comedy where Ryan Reynolds is basically hallucinating. He's a serial killer who hallucinates that his dogs can talk when he goes off his medication, and they convince him to do terrible things and guilt him, and kind of are the conversations in his head, and it's that classic CGI mouth talking animal vibe, and the whole film has that like 90s vibe, and it's so good. It's a hilarious comedy horror, which is so hard to do, and a great place for talking animals. So I wanted to make sure that we had shout outs to the horror genre, and we did that with Annihilation as well. It's not just comedies and stupid ass movies that are talking animal movies. That's just a large percentage. That's all it is.
Right.
But it's a device that can be reinvented, reused in new ways, and I think The Voices kind of does that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, I gotta see that. When did it come out?
It came out in like the late 2000s, like 2009, 2010, I think, or maybe later. I don't know. I actually have no idea. But it's sort of it definitely seemed like it was a passion project for Ryan Reynolds. The Voices. Check it out. I think it pops up on different streaming platforms. It's one of those ones that I keep seeing on different ones. It's a great one. Hilarious.
Damn.
Anyway, that's my number 2. Holy
my
shit,
God.
we've gotten to
That
our
leaves
number
us at-
1 picks. Holy
Woo!
shit.
Whoa.
This is going to be an intense one, guys. I am so on the edge of my seat about this, you know?
All right, Balloon Boy.
No. Anyway, let's get to it, guys. We're starting with Carly.
It's intense.
Carly.
Okay. The year 1988.
Y'all are obsessed with the years movie coming out.
I love it. I'll just jump right in. Roger Ebert gave the film 4 stars out of 4, predicting that it could carry the type of word of mouth that money can't buy. This movie is not only great entertainment, but also a breakthrough in craft. The movie, Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Wow.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? A classic, and it fits our rules. That's not the troll,
Yes.
sorry, guys.
Fit rules.
Wow.
I was worried that it wouldn't, and when I watched it today, and I kept thinking, he's a toon. He's not an animal. He's a toon. But then Jessica Rabbit said something. She says at the very end to Roger, she says, "I love you. I've loved you more than any woman has loved a rabbit." And I feel like that solidifies that he is a rabbit and not a human, not a man, or else she would have said man.
That's really beautiful.
So he is an animal. Thank you.
Yeah.
So Kathleen Turner, who voiced Jessica Rabbit, is an alum from my university, Missouri State University. And she came and she did a Q&A. And someone asked her, because she's uncredited in the movie. She's not credited at all. And Jessica Rabbit's a huge role. And someone asked her why she went, and she said because of the work that Bob Hoskins and Charles Fleischer did on the movie, how dedicated it was, that she didn't feel comfortable taking away from anything. She didn't even feel like she needed the credit. She was a huge star at the time. So she didn't, because of how good they were. Charles Fleischer, who played Roger, was dressed in a rabbit costume on set every single day so that Bob Hoskins could act against a real rabbit.
See, that is commitment to your animal.
Yeah.
That's that good
animals.
shit right there.
Yeah.
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 I think it's a great pick.
And so, Bob Hoskins would pull his ears, and he would, do the same. He would do all of the, the work, but you don't even see any of it. But his voice is amazing.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
It's always terrible when you see a talking animal voice that isn't landing. But when it's it's magic when it works. It's magic, and there's so much great moments in that movie. It's such a fun film. It doesn't matter if you're an adult or a child.
Airtight.
Yeah.
It's like the best Robert Zemeckis movies where it's so detail oriented. He gets all of the little things right, from the movement of the lamp after the cartoon hits it. Yeah. And the shadow,
Yes.
They had puppeteers on set doing all of the movement of the stuff that the tunes would affect.
Yeah.
Real puppeteers.
So impressive, and it's it's magical. It's movie magic.
Mocap before mocap.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
But better, because it's more expressive,
I know. I'd love to see a movie where they just animate the character. It's instead of making it CGI, if Sonic was just an animated Sonic.
That would be so much better.
Wouldn't it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Space Jam, kind of.
Yeah.
Are they gonna? I hope they do it that way. Well, then it's sort of CG for a little bit, and that works. Yeah. Wow, that was a great pick, Al.
Great
We're doing our
pick.
top 5.
No, wait. That was Carly.
Wait, no!
Carly, keep talking.
Al is next.
I don't remember. I'm sorry. I'm cutting. I'm editing. I'm talking. It's so many things, guys.
I have my number 1 pick ready to share.
Well, I want to hear if Carly has anything else to say about her film.
I don't think.
Great.
I don't think I do.
Al, let's do it. No, that's fine.
Okay.
We are doing this is the big reveal, guys. This is the top number 1 pick for Al for his favorite talking animal movie. Al, let us.
The year, 1998.
I love it.
A sequel to a film that came out of absolutely nowhere to garner 7 Oscar nominations and to be a huge, including Best Picture. This movie, however, this sequel, was a flop and was critically very mixed. However, the real ones knew. And that's why Roger Ebert said, "Here is a movie that is all made up. The world and its characters materialize out of the abyss of imagination, and in their impossibility, they seem more real than the characters in many realistic movies. Their hearts are in the right places, and apart from what they do and say, this is the wonderment, or there is wonderment of the world they live in." I liked the first one for all of the usual reasons, but I like this one more, and not for any of the usual reasons, but because here is a movie utterly bereft of usual reasons. Folks, the movie is Babe, Pig in the City.
Deep cut, great pick. I can't believe it was critically panned. That upsets me.
It was panned. Yeah. Siskel and Ebert knew, dude. Gene Siskel, he died in 1999, and his last top choice movie of the year was number 1 of the year was Babe, Pig in the City for 1998.
God.
If you watch this movie, guys, you have to watch this movie because it's one of those movies where they use real animals and puppets, of course, by Henson.
Yes.
And it all comes together to create this magical feeling of how did they do that?
This magical feeling, yes.
You know, because nowadays everything is like you just know it's CGI.
Yeah.
But you're watching Babe in the City, and it's like, how did they do that? Moment to moment. You know?
That's the
characters
magic of it. The illusion involved.
Yes.
The puppetry.
Yes. And it's also high art. Like, there's a scene where we see all of the animals who live in essentially this tenement house being, like, one by one rounded up by, like, the pound. And it plays as high tragedy as these animals are trying to protect their children or protect their friends, and the system is bearing down on them. The police state is bearing down on the working class. You know, the miserables, right? And it's happening with these fucking animals, and it's unreal. It's so good.
Wow.
So good.
Wow.
And there are dark moments, but you have to make it through because there's hope. There's hope, you know.
I think that was a fantastic pick. Yeah, but you mean it's dark because you really care about him.
Yeah.
You know that the city isn't fit for a pig. The city isn't fit for a pig.
No, some pig. Al, you said a fun fact about Babe before the podcast started, or live stream. About after the guy.
Let him remember it.
I think the guy.
Oh, that's right. Yes, thank you.
I was gonna just give him nuggets to jog.
Yeah, James Cromwell, who plays Farmer Hoggett, and says, "That'll do, pig." Became an ethical vegan after filming the first Babe and garnered Best Supporting Actor nomination.
God, that was definitely a movie trivia blab.
It's time for movie trivia blab.
Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, babe.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Austin Powers, he's the fucking
Number one.
Yeah.
He's an animal.
He's an animal.
Number two,
Vanessa.
Borat. He's also an
animal. I think that's a great pick. It's been so long for me since I've seen that movie, but I remember its enchanting qualities.
Me too.
Yeah. What great pick, Al. That was your number one pick. Wow, Al, you did your entire number 5. Congratulations, Al, for completing the Talking Animal movie list. Great job. Carly, you did yours as well. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Is it my time now? Oops.
It's your time.
Oh my gosh. Controversial pick, guys, but I'm gonna stand by it. I'm a little embarrassed, and it's interesting because when you come to tons of Talking Animal movies, I'm usually not ashamed of myself. But in this one, I think it's a solid rec. It's a film featuring only one talking animal, but boy does it talk. A film by a very popular comedic voice. A film about growing up, a film about what it's like. What would it be like if Mark Wahlberg had schizophrenia or something like that, sadly, and didn't have a career. And the movie is my number one pick is Ted. I picked Ted, guys.
Wow.
I know. I like this film. I think it's funny. It's a douchebag pick, but I can recognize that. You know, it's like liking Entourage or something. But I do like it. What did you guys think of Ted?
I saw it once in theaters, and I had a good time. And I saw Ted 2, and I had a good time too.
I saw Ted 2 as well. Yeah, it's a secret love of mine. What did you think, Carly, of Ted?
I didn't see it because I didn't think it looked kind. I thought it looked just like a regular comedy. I didn't feel like watching it. Well, I didn't know it was good. But see,
the thing, as you know, if you add a talking animal to a movie, it elevates it extraordinarily. Mm-hmm. So know that this movie.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a fun one. You know, it's a good. It's just a dumb. It's like, to me, it's the Hangover of talking animal movies.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know, and
it's like, it does feel very much like right there with like Wedding Crashers, The Hangover. It's like, it really exemplifies this like mid-2000s raunchy comedy too.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly.
It like really melts those worlds super well.
I like how much you're stretching for my. You seem astounded by my pick.
I just didn't think it'd be number one is all, you know. I knew it'd be on the list.
But is it number one? Is it number one? Who can say, right? But before...
Wait a minute.
Wait, before that happens, I have to do another quick troll, if that's okay with you guys. I know this is an epic one, but I had a feeling. But, you know, a promise is a promise. It's time, guys, for first I need to celebrate. This has been our top 5 talking animal movies, guys. We did it. We fucking did it.
Great job.
Yeah, I mean, I'm freaking out. I thought it was really fun. I think there's some great movies on here. Maybe Ted shouldn't have been my number one, but whatever. I probably should have been Cats. So would it have been that much better? I chose the real recommendation for. I feel like recommending Cats as my number one is not gonna please audiences. They won't. But anyway, guys, it was so fun.
What would Roger Ebert say?
So yeah, the Roger Ebert quotes are incredible. I need to integrate that into the show and add a little Roger Ebert. But now, guys, it's time for a special moment. A moment we like to call Intern Corner. That's right, guys. It's time for Intern Corner with resident intern Alex Kahn. Alex Kahn does a lot for the show, and we offer him this corner where he can speak his mind. I have no knowledge of what he's gonna say, but I do get to cut him off whenever I want to. So that's always good. And so, we're going to be welcoming Alex Kahn. Let's see if he's on the chat. Did he get here? Let's do it. I can do it this way. Hold on just a second. Why don't you guys talk a little bit about, are you familiar with Alex Kahn's corner?
Should we say some honorable mentions?
Yeah, just a sec. Go ahead. Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think first of all, we gotta honorably mention the some of those Disney live action. Oh, here comes Alex Kahn.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Complete your statement.
I didn't see it, but Lady and the Tramp live action, the trailer was really cute, and it looked really cute, and you know.
Do the dogs talk?
Yeah, the dogs talk to each other. And I know there are some fans out there. I know there are some fans. You know who you are, fan.
I know somewhere.
Yeah.
There are some fans.
Well, guys, it is time for Intern Corner, and we'll get to the rest of our intros. That's right, guys. This is Intern Corner with our intern Alex Kahn. Alex Kahn, what do you have to say today on our top 5 talking animal movie episode?
So I was just thinking about like the most terrifying shit like on like movie or TV that I've ever seen, and I was like thinking like The Sixth Sense or The Ring, but honestly, Celebrity Ghost Stories is probably the most scary shit I've ever seen and terrified me tremendously as a child.
Alex,
what?
I'm not joking.
What does
it
this
is
have
terrifying.
to do?
Half of like it is weird. I was just watching it last night, and it's weird because half the shows are like terrifying, and the other part is like, Alex. I found my My grandpa was a ghost, and he was trying to take care of me. And I'm not joking. It's on like the Hallmark Channel.
Alex,
What does this have?
what does this have to do with talking animal movies?
You usually allow me to do whatever the fuck I want.
All right, guys, that was Intern Corner with Alex Kahn. Congratulations, Alex. That was a good one. I just wanted to say, I know that you got in that terrible car accident, but you're okay now. It's crazy how fast your body healed. You're probably a superhuman.
Unbreakable Alex Kahn.
The unbreakable Alex Kahn, everyone.
Oh, hooray!
All right.
All right, guys.
I've never seen celebrity ghost stories before.
Yeah. He tends to pick those. Those tend to be the ones that he picks. Well, guys, as always, Alex Kahn has nice surprises up his sleeve, just like we do on the Blab. That was a really good corner. Great job, Alex Kahn. Except,
Great job, Alex Kahn.
Try to stick on topic when
Great job.
it's the top 5, I guess. Anyway, so let's get to
Wait a minute.
our honorable mentions.
Hold up.
Oh, wait, what?
Wait.
Uh-oh.
Did we?
Wait.
What's happening?
Did we forget something?
Oh no!
Is there?
I think so. I have
Oh my gosh.
feeling.
Wait a
What?
minute. Is this feed?
Were we actually? Are we sure that that's our number
What's that?
1 favorite?
Oh my god. What's happening? Is this feed locked?
I'm feeling self-doubt.
Wait. Is this feed open?
I see. Yes.
Oh my god.
I think it's coming in. I'm getting a call. Someone's coming in.
coming
I hope
through?
it's not the troll.
No, it's not. No, it can't be.
It can't be the troll.
No.
It must be someone else. Oh.
It must be so.
Oh.
Oh my God, look
Oh
what it is.
my. Oh my. What? Oh no, it's Paddington.
Hey, Paddington.
Oh, hey Paddington.
No.
How are you, buddy?
I'm doing well because I'm feeling. I just had a delicious marmalade sandwich.
Well, that's great, Paddington. So you're nice and full, huh?
Oh yes. Would you like a bite?
I don't know. I don't know if I can eat in the virtual studio right now. I'm trying to do a show, man. But
Yes,
I can't
sometimes
believe you
forget.
decided to grace us with your presence. This is insane.
Wow.
I mean-
It's really an honor.
Oh, that's very sweet of you to say, Carly.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's Paddington.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
that's-
I
Al,
learned from the best.
it's Paddington.
Paddington.
Yes.
Oh, have you been being kind and polite, Carly?
It's always right.
Oh,
I bet
yes.
you're hungry. You want some marmalade?
What'd you say, Al?
What, Al?
I bet you're hungry. Do you want some marmalade?
Oh, haven't heard that one in a while. Please, come on. That's like the first thing everyone says to me.
Paddington,
Wow. Al, come on. You're going to embarrass us.
Paddington, I've wanted to ask you this for a really long time, but is Hugh Bonneville nice in person?
Oh, yes. Oh, what a nice question. Hugh Bonneville, who of course plays my father in that movie, is very nice. He mostly keeps to himself, but he's been very nice, and I have no complaints.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really? That's really interesting, Paddington.
Thank you, yes. Well,
What?
I must be going. Toodaloo.
Paddington, I cannot believe this is happening.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Paddington,
Paddington.
I can't
Bye,
believe this is
Connie.
happening.
Be
So
kind.
good.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, I can't believe that, guys. I got Paddington on the show.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe that.
You guys don't know how hard it was to get his agent on the phone, to get this conversation, to get him to fly here. You know, it was very difficult.
I guess then now is a good time to say that our actual number one for me and Carly.
Yeah.
Carly, you want to say it?
Say it together, guys.
1,
Ready?
2,
2,
3. Paddington 2.
2.
You guys love Paddington 2. I've seen most of Paddington 2, and it was fucking amazing, and I can't wait to finish it.
I love Paddington 2.
So good.
I can't wait for you to finish it. It's so
I know. I'm so sorry that I didn't.
so good.
Well, why don't you guys give us a little history on Paddington 2?
The year
Well.
is
I'm gonna find a Roger.
We didn't prepare the secret top one.
The year is
stop!
Do you not have Roger Ebert interviews either?
The year is it's 2018, and the first Paddington came out and was a pretty solid success, and the second one comes out to even more glowing reviews. People across the country are asking themselves, no way it can be this good. But you know what? They go see it, and it fucking was that good.
It was that good.
Yes. Not only have all of the actors in the family grown into their roles a bit more, they understand the roles better, but now we have the ultimate villain in Hugh Grant.
Oh my gosh, a totally, completely unhinged, crazy performance from Hugh Grant.
Yes. Yes, I did catch some of that, and it was, he's incredible. He's really good at voice acting.
He is so funny.
Yeah.
I love Paddington so much. My favorite quote from Paddington 2 is Mrs. Brown says that Paddington looks for the good in everyone and he finds it.
Paddington looks for the good in everyone.
And he finds it.
There's a critic. The critic at the Washington Post said this.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Matt Cragg, and he said, "It's the happiest movie I've ever seen."
Oh wow, that's
wow.
That's a super sweet review.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
I
think I've heard of Matt Cragg.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It is total Charlie Chaplin clowning.
It
the
really
movie is so slapstick. It's so classic. In the way all of the jokes and the physical comedy is structured. It's it's so funny. I feel like I just giggle the whole time.
Yeah. I think that there's something about comedy movies since Judd Apatow basically. There's no structure to them. It's just there's no sequences. It's just characters talking and being funny. But this sets up these in the style of classic silent comedians. It sets up these sequences and lets them play out with this crazy character in the middle of it. And it's just so fucking delightful, and it's so creative and well structured.
It really is. There's lots of different animation styles too, which I love.
Yeah.
I have the pop-up book.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. That was my favorite thing I've seen so far.
So beautiful.
Yes.
That's so beautiful.
So good.
I cried multiple times when I watched it recently. Lightly cried, a sweet whimsy cry.
Yes. Sweet whimsy here.
The best kind.
He loves Aunt Lucy.
The poignancy of the final moment in the movie it's just so simple, and and that's what gives it its power.
And the whole movie is simple because it's just about Paddington getting his aunt a birthday present, and that's really it.
It's like Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
That is the movie.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it makes a lot of room for the comedies.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the stakes never suffer from the simplicity at all.
It's also
stakes still
cute
feel.
As hell.
Oh. Cute as all get out.
We haven't even talked about cuteness is a huge factor in these movies.
Oh baby.
Huge.
Yeah. We can't get to that.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I interrupted you with that thought.
Cuteness is key.
Yeah.
Cuteness is key.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, guys, anything more you want to say about Paddington?
No.
Really?
Watch it. Everyone should just watch it.
Okay.
Watch it.
Fantastic.
Stunning. It's beautiful.
Well, y'all, this has been a super amazing episode. Super fun.
Wait. Real quick, Andrew. Could we just name a couple movies that didn't make it onto the list? Just spout them off.
I'd love to hear them. Go for it.
Okay, one that I thought about that could work, but ultimately I was like, it just wasn't good enough, is the Flintstones movie. Because of all these dinosaurs that are
Sherry pointed that one out, I think.
Whoa!
Yeah. Also, these characters don't talk, but it's the best monkey on film, in my opinion, which is 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yes. Yes, that's perfect. Are those your honorables? Do you have any more?
Mars Attacks. Because of the dog and Sarah Jessica Parker switching heads.
Yes.
For a second, I was like, would that count? You know? And then, what else? Guardians of the Galaxy didn't come up for any of us, but Rocket Raccoon.
I was gonna, mention Rocket.
Okay,
Rocket for sure.
Dora and the City of Lost Gold, the Dora the Explorer movie from last year. Boots, the monkey, only talks in a dream sequence, but Swiper talks the whole movie, and he's voiced by Benicio del Toro, and it's this really weird thing of what is your reality where one animal can talk and the other can't, but whatever. Yeah. Kind of works though. It's a good movie. Cute.
I really wanted they don't talk, but I just kept thinking of the live action 101
101 Dalmatians.
in terms of talk. They don't talk, but I couldn't remember, and I'd seen that movie so many times. It's do they talk? Do they not? Which is a testament to those dogs, you know?
Yeah, wow.
They didn't need to talk.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Wow.
My honorable mentions are, or are those all of yours? Is that everything?
That's fine.
My honorable mention goes to a movie that also doesn't have talking animals, but is a great animal movie, Air Bud, a fantastic film that I wish they talked in so I could put it on this list.
I love the Buddies movies.
Yes. Yeah. That scene always really, I learned what tension in cinema was when the dog had to decide between the clown and his rightful child owner.
Big time.
All right, guys. Well,
my least favorite talking animal movie is Cat in the Hat.
Oh, don't say that.
Me too.
Really?
I hate that movie.
Dude, I tried to.
Movie.
Yes, it's a fucking dark, cynical, gross movie.
Awful. I hate it.
I don't know, guys. Mike Myers. I even Love Guru, and that's so gross and cynical too.
No, dude, but Mike Myers is clearly so unhappy during Cat in the Hat.
Oh, of course.
Clearly,
But didn't he decide to make? Just because the Cat in the Hat, he chose to depict him as struggling with some sort of depression, doesn't mean that he didn't do a fantastic job with the visual effects too.
Dude, honestly, I tried to rewatch it for this list and see if I could bring it in as a dark horse number 5.
The Thing 1, Thing 2 scene?
No, it's horrifying and utter garbage. Seriously.
Yeah, it's.
Andrew,
I think it's an evil film.
Yeah.
Oh my! I'll have to revisit it.
There's darkness.
No. Yes. Don't revisit it.
Wow.
Okay, guys, I think that does it. This has been our top 5 talking animal movies, plus a surprise number 1 pick from Al and from Carly, Paddington Bear, plus a performance from Paddington Bear, plus Intern Corner, plus the Troll. It's been a crazy episode. Oh my God. Thank you guys so much for being here, sticking with us, and to my guests, and also the producers of this episode, Al and Carly. Thank you so much for this idea to put this episode together. Carly, it's been great to blab with you for the first time. You're welcome back on the Blab anytime.
Thanks, I had a great time blabbing.
Yeah, and do you have anything that you want to plug? An idea, a Twitter, anything?
Oh, you can follow me on Twitter at Carly A. Hayes, Hayes.
Awesome.
Or on Instagram at Carly A. Hates.
Hell yeah.
Hates.
She's funny, as
Little
you can
edgy.
tell. Make sure you follow her edgy
Cat in
views
the Hat
and
style
quips.
edgy.
Yeah.
Al Fallick, what you got for us? You want to plug anything?
Yeah, folks, I'd love to tell you about my Instagram. It's called @alfal99. That's where you can see pictures of me, and sometimes I even post pictures of cute little animals.
Adorable.
Wow.
Then that's why you gotta get it. That's something really creepy about the way you said that, but I loved it. Guys, I'm gonna plug Movie Blab, the show you're watching right now. Thank you for watching it, and please come back and view us again. Leave a comment. You leave your thoughts on your favorite talking animal movie. I want to hear them. We're always listening. We're always watching, just like you guys. So thank you. It's been super fun with the talking animals and all that jazz. And I want to thank all the celebrities who joined us on the red carpet today. You guys have been
Thank you.
You guys have been really great. So thank you guys. Fantastic job. And it's been a star-studded evening. We will see you guys tomorrow. A very special episode. It's going to be Movie Lawyer, where Matt Cragg and I will be defending Nicolas Cage. We will be in defense of Nicolas Cage. It's going to be Movie Lawyer. That's a special game that we made up on the Blab, where we respond to critics and respond to people who don't believe that Nick Cage is a fantastic actor, and we tell them they're wrong in as many ways as possible. And we back up our arguments like any good lawyer. So make sure you guys tune in for that. It's going to be a hilarious one. Matt's been watching quite a few Nicolas Cage movies to prepare. Okay, guys. Thank you. Be safe. Stay the fuck home. Put on a mask when you leave. Don't kill people. Do your part. We love you. Be safe, and we'll see you next time on Movie Blab.
Hey, everybody. I'm Andrew Edison, and you're tuned in
to Movie Blab.
Damn.
Wow.
Wow.
The clock has started.
I'm exhausted.
What's everybody? Thank you so much for watching Movie Blab. We love you. You love us. Follow us on Twitch. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. And we'll see you tomorrow night.